Air, water. 7 years after the third spirit portal opened, the flow of spiritual energy changed, affecting the non-benders and the techniques they wield. Some who have honed their skills to near mastery find themselves unable to control their strength and technique, leaving many fearing their own abilities when once they would regard them as their greatest strengths. Groups returned with greater numbers and technology. The pro-bending arena and mover theaters became sanctuaries for benders and non-benders alike. Turmoil and strife began, causing those who are not the avatar to act and take hold of the future while threats of a great war begin to emerge. This is their story.
Hi ho, we are back, and as you can say, I am recovering my voice, and this is going to be wonderful. But with that, we have come to an interesting, pass. Currently, the way that the players stand, we have Znaku, who is currently with Leary. Avatar Korra made her appearance towards the end of the session last time. In this time, she recognized Leary, and she was curious about the individual that was accompanying her. The rest of the party members, minus Kamiko, because due to the absence of the player, she was asleep during that session. The players did not accompany Zanaku towards the spirit portal, which does bring us to a small impasse. So, what I offered the players currently is some time to brainstorm in a sense to see what their next move is going to be. And you, as the audience, are going to have the first hand account to listen into their discussion and see what it is that they want to do, not only with their characters, but with the future of the story itself. So, with that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the players on the spot and I'm going to ask them to give a quick 2 to 3 sentence summary of their character currently. They can include things like their ambitions, their goals, their past, whatever it is they want to add so that the other players can grow to know a bit more about their characters meta-wise and continue the story accordingly. So players, I'm putting you on the spot. I'm going to go in reverse order this time, though, because I see Zanaku at the bottom. We're going to start off with him. Zanaku, take it away and just give a quick, brief summary about your character.
Like, uh, he used to be military, and even though he works like he spends most of his time actually trying to help people. So if yeah, he does spend most of his time helping people or trying to get things cleaned up. The best to his abilities. He'll end up asking for help if he feels like he needs it. And the reason why you also want to know the reason why he's trying to go to the spirit portal.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So he would if Lee Ray never went in, he would probably turned his back. But he ain't gonna try to leave somebody who's actually went out the way to train him to by themselves in the spirit portal. So he's gonna try and give it his all to follow behind her to make sure not to only make sure that she's safe, but also like he's not just gonna leave a master or a sensei to by themselves if he could do something.
So this begs a question. Looking at your playbook, would you currently be leaning towards the role of support or the role of leadership in this case for your balance?
This case would be towards support.
That's good to know. All right. Is there anything else you'd like the players or the audience to know?
No, not right now.
All righty. moving forward, because that was very enlightening. Thank you for sharing, Zanako.
Yep.
We are going to move to Toma. Toma, same thing. What is your character motivations? Give me as much as you can within a brief summary.
I think Toma is really motivated by trying to find like their sense of community again. Um because they weren't shunned from their family, but out of like sense of fear to not being able to fit in anymore because they were different, they decided to leave. And so being able to find that sense of community again has been what Toma's been looking for this whole time. Um, yeah, I think that's the biggest thing on Toma's list right now is just to make friends and find a new family.
So now, how did it shift when you heard that your parents were looking for you? What was the frame of mind? Because I know we briefly mentioned it, and you had said that it was
Mhm.
definitely like distressing. Can you give
Yeah.
like how did that instance? Because you had no knowledge that that was about to happen. How did that hit you with that surprise?
It was a big shock, and I think that when I said like last session or the session before that when that happened, when I was like Toma has so much anxiety on their face, like they cannot. I literally was sitting over here sweating because I did not know that was gonna happen at all, and like I was like, what am I supposed to do? Like you usually go to your family to like get that sense of support and bounce ideas off of them, but like Toma's by themselves. Like they know that they can trust their teammates, but like hasn't opened up that side of themselves to their teammates. So like I can't just sit there and have a rapport with them. The only person is the manager, like or the co-owner of the company. Like he's the only one that knows my information, knows, somewhat of what I'm trying to hide from. So it was very anxiety inducing, but it was good. I think it was a good moment for Toma.
Right? It gave that chance for development, and then getting that note later on
Yeah.
where it was just like come see us or something along those lines.
Mhm.
All right. Is there anything else you'd like to share, add to, or let the audience and or your teammates know?
I don't think so, not yet.
All
Gotta
righty.
keep some secrets.
Fair enough. Chemico, it is now your turn.
Alrighty. So, hello everybody. Good to be back. Kamiko. Yami playing as Kamiko. I was about to say Kamiko playing as Yami, but yeah. But yeah, so just a little bit more on Kamiko's shadowy background. She's actually she actually lived in Republic City a while, long time ago. And she used to be a lawbreaker. She used to run with a gang, doing unruly things until one day they had a disagreement because they try to. I guess they what I put there we go. They try to like burn down this old lady's shop that actually helped me out one day. So I told them no. We got into a whole fight. Things went wrong. I ended up running out of Republic City. That's when I trying to find myself, trying to right my wrongs along the way, become a decent person. I was Uncle Irohing it for a bit. And yeah, then I came back just to. It's been a long time. I had a because I did have a background with Onyx, but I'm just gonna throw that out the window for right now. I just came back to see how everything's going. It's been a long time, and I feel like I'm finally ready to face whatever comes from Republic City. Then I meet you guys. So if you notice, Kamiko is always like a little bit in the back. Always has like her face covered a little, just in case. That's why when the spotlight was on her on that in the one thing, she was like, "Oh, shoot." Yeah, she's really much of a loner. I think you're the closest that she's been around to friends again recently after meeting up with you guys in the team. So yeah, it's being back a challenge, being back in a team and in a place that she has no idea if anything's still not good for her there.
That's
But she
fair.
feels comfortable because she has she knows that now she has some friends, so she's not completely alone. So that's dope.
Awesome. And what are some of Kamiko's goals? I know you had mentioned that you wanted to learn lightning bending. But
Yes.
what
So I
else
want
do
to
you
learn
have in
lightning,
mind for Kamiko moving forward?
such as like a. Sorry, for like story wise, or more so like learning stuff wise.
Either or. Which would you like to expound on?
Okay, yeah. So definitely lightning bending. She would love to learn lightning because she thinks it's one of the most powerful forms. And she also did want to learn the mind explosion thing, but that's a little harder to find. So she's going with the former because she does need a nice trick up her sleeve in case any of her old unquote and unquote friends come back looking for her or come around or anything like that, or even just to protect the group. But definitely, I would like the mind explosion. Question: I could learn flame jets from like Azula, right?
You could certainly try. Absolutely.
But that is a thing. I just want to make sure it's an actual thing. Okay, that'd be dope.
Yes. I believe the actual technique is called flame jet or fire jet.
Okay, all right.
It would be within, you'd be able to find that within the Avatar core book, if not the Washitang's library. For those in the audience members, please check out the Avatar Legends core system. If you enjoy watching us play, it is a fun system. As you can see, I put these players through the ringers, but we may be playing a slightly augmented style. But we do use Avatar Legends as a base, and we do love the material so far. I'm looking forward to being able to get that new book they're coming out with for actually dealing with older character playstyles. So I'm going to see how much I'm doing right once that comes out. Alrighty. So thank you, Kamiko, for sharing. Moving forward to Aku. Aku, what about you? How would you describe, how would you summarize your character, and what might be some of your goals that your character might want to do?
So, Aku kind of realized early on in his life that his parents were not role models. They spent a lot of time emphasizing things that were not really important and squabbling over insignificant details, and just generally had their priorities in life completely out of whack. So, upon coming of age, Aku took off into the wilderness. He figured he was one of the middle children. He wasn't the favored eldest or the wee baby of the family. They probably wouldn't even notice that he was gone. So he went off into the wilderness. He was reasonably confident in his earthbending skills. And he was just looking for deeper meaning in his life. He knew that all of the petty stuff that his family was so vitally wrapped up in wasn't really important at all. So he's been looking for a deeper purpose. So after a few years on his own, he realized he wasn't really getting anywhere. He's still looking for that deeper purpose. So he has come back in to Capital City. Has become very attached to the idea of the spirit world being very important, and he currently believes that that might be part of why he's kind of felt so empty and disconnected his whole life. He wants to become more in tune with the spirit world.
Interesting. So that would definitely explain why you've been actively seeking out spirits and, making your way towards that spirit portal, I believe, 2 sessions ago.
Yeah, it just sort of has evolved more in that direction. That just seems like something that he's been drawn to now that he's been experienced the sort of the duality of the city, right? There's this whole sort of industrial revolution with automobiles and movers and the power lines running everywhere. Then on the other hand, you have just this spirit world growing wild, trying to reclaim the city. So he's been definitely more drawn to the spirit wild side of the city.
So you can almost say that at this point, it's almost like this is Aku's spiritual journey. You're like trying to reach this enlightenment in a sense.
Literally, spiritual journey.
So, yeah. And of course, it remains to be seen whether it means anything at all. It could just be, barking up the wrong tree eventually. But I guess we'll have to find out as the story progresses.
Listen, it's all right because you had swamp benders who preached the same. Everything is connected. You sound like you need to meet Toph. That's what I'm thinking. And we'll have to get to that at another point because you know what? She is one tough woman and she's still going to be alive. Hell, if Katara is still alive, so is she. All right. With that is a quick recap of all of the characters and where they are in this point of the journey. Now that we're about midway through the arc, it's time for the players now to get in character and start discussing what they want to do. So, players, what is your opinion on this? You are currently broken up in 3 people at the complex and 1 person within the spirit world, or about to enter the spirit wilds within Republic City. Would you like to talk amongst yourselves separately as your party is, or would you like to talk whole group to plan next?
I'd say the whole group, unless anybody else disagrees.
I think whole
We
group.
could talk.
Okay.
All right.
So with that, I'm going to step back and I'm going to release all the responsibility to you guys. I will not peep up unless you need clarification for things or it gets too quiet.
Alrighty. Well, what do you guys think?
So, for starters, do we even know that there was about to be a spiritual portal interaction? I feel like Aku was not aware of that fact.
I would have made that fact known before letting that. Cause before we ended yesterday, I did say who was going to the spirit portal with Leroy, and oh shit. And I remember saying like, if you guys want to show, you can. It's just that Zanaka will be going with Leary for because it's more as he's not gonna. He's not somebody who spent their time to train him. He's not just gonna leave them alone.
And for me, for Kamiko, shoot, like maybe we should follow him because we can't. Remember what happened last time we was all alone. Got attacked by tigers. Pretty sure there's gonna be a lot of them, so we can't leave a teammate. Like, he's also the leader of the team, so if we lose him, we don't have a leader.
I didn't think we were invited to the excursion.
And
Yeah,
that's
that
why,
was me either. I wasn't entirely sure.
and that's why Kamiko says we follow them and sneak.
I'm gonna go always the rule breaker.
What they say, you can do it then beg for forgiveness later.
Easier to ask for forgiveness than it is permission.
There you go.
Correct. Yeah, that's what.
I'm pretty sure Larry would have said no anyways. So
Yeah, that's true.
Nah, never heard that before.
fudge buckets. I just thought my watermelons. But that's my idea on that part.
Yeah, so I think if Aku knew that, then he probably would be very interested in at least following.
I won't stay at the complex by myself, so I'll come with you guys as well.
All right, so everybody agreed. Would anybody have access to Naku, or did anyone have access if they want to? If we can join him before we do the other part of the plan, if that's still part of the plan.
We didn't ask. I didn't feel like inviting ourselves along was the correct thing to do. So
So
I didn't ask.
would this be like you guys are like trying to sneak your way
Yeah.
in?
I think so.
I would say so. Well, at least sneak in behind you, but follow you, keep close to you, but not obviously in front of your sight.
If I could just pose a question about how long after Zanaku left would you be following?
That's a good
Would I
question.
have been up at that time? But that's another question.
Yes, we will be retconning slight degrees to accommodate yes. So yes, you would be up. You would be kind of coming out yawning as he's leaving.
Okay. So I would ask everybody what's going on. They would tell me, and I'm like, oh well, he's going by himself.
Ooh, excuse me.
Oh, you guys just letting Tanaka wander off. You guys not remember the last time he wandered off? He started a whole war.
But he has supervision. Like there's someone with him. He's not by himself.
Yeah, but I don't trust that. I say we should just go, just in case. If he doesn't need us, then we can just leave. But if he does, we'll be right there. Better to have us and then not need us, than need us to have us.
Alrighty, but I think we ought to bring along some mustard or some mayonnaise or something like that.
What?
You know, some I don't know, sandwich lubrication of some form, ketchup.
Oh, I guess. That's sure. Hey, by the way, Aku, you still have those masks, right?
Not 100% sure what you're talking about right now, but probably. Oh yeah, the masks. Yeah.
Yes, and Zanaku never seen them, right?
Maybe.
Well, we could wear the masks and get some hooded cloaks. I'll just change my. I'll just change. Pretty sure there should be something here that could. If he sees my clothes, he'll know. Or they see our clothes, they'll know. But alrighty. Does he say exactly where he's going?
No.
All right, so you try to let's try to catch up, keep a close distance, so he's not too far ahead from us. I don't want to go in the wrong hole.
Oh God.
I didn't even mean to say that. It just came out that way. It happened to work out.
Listen, I'm just so glad we're not for children. We are definitely suited for not for children, so we're safe.
Dude, kids these days probably say worse things than us at this point nowadays.
Listen,
These kids are
hey,
different.
yo, that's the trend.
Oh gosh. Now I'm in there picky talk, but anyways, yeah. What do you guys do? Come on, you ready?
Yeah.
All
let's
right,
do it.
yeah. Let me grab this mustard. And we can get on the daggone thing with the thing.
Snap. Just to understand this, you're only grabbing condiments, right? You're not actually
Correct.
grabbing food.
Correct.
Okay, good. to
What
know.
are we gonna wait? What are we gonna eat though? Because
The
we can't
condiments.
eat spirit. Just mayo. Just spoonfuls of mayo.
No.
You're-
I don't think.
That's the idea he's going with.
Maybe you wasn't here when came back the other day, but he had like mayonnaise and mustard all over his head. I thought it was like a spiritual thing. He just rubbed some stuff on his head to get in touch with the spirits or something.
Oh God. I wish I could give you inspiration. Oh, so the
Can I
reference
get,
the reference that
Yeah.
he's making is because when Zanaku was going through his training, people were throwing sandwiches at him. So when he returned to the complex,
Okay.
he had mayonnaise all over him because of that.
Gotcha. I wasn't there for that session. Oh my god.
So
All
that kudos to that. I remember exactly that situation.
Oh,
Oh, man. Ooh.
that's when,
So,
yeah,
He's talking about a ritual He thinks this is a ritual. You guys can take it from there. Sorry for my interruption.
Nothing for that recap.
Yeah, that was a good recap. We could take mustard and mayo, and we'll do the ritual. But I think we need actual food as well.
Yeah. I'll make some sandwiches or something real quick.
Okay.
Look, we got a lot of cabbage.
It's true. Bring all the cabbage.
You know, it'd be funny if the cabbage man was actually just got rich off of cabbages, and he's the guy who pays us. He turned his cabbages into an enterprise before he passed away.
Your manager is his grandson.
Oh shoot!
Did you not know that? Wait.
I remember saying somebody's grandson, but I didn't know it was the cabbage man's. I know.
Yeah. It's called Cabbage Corp. His dad is the president of Cabbage Corp. Yeah, that was the Cabbage Corp's son, and your manager is his grandson. Yeah,
Family company.
that's why. That is exactly why I have him scream my cabbages. It's a hereditary trait.
It wasn't the family.
Yeah.
Though it's augmented to my Cabbage Corp at times.
Oh gosh, I love it. All right, that just made this way more better. All right, I think
Listen, it's the subtle things I like to throw in there. You know, little references here and there.
Oh man, because I knew you said he was somebody's grandson. I just missed that part. Oh, that would be so much better. All right, I'm back up to speed now.
So with that, it wouldn't go ahead and give me a creativity check. Let's see how
for us,
for whoever's making those sandwiches. So think of it like Pokemon Scarlet. Like this is just to see if you're putting it on the bread, if you're actually putting the bread on top. Like you may just be daft at this.
Kamiko, are you making the sandwiches?
I'll leave the cooking to you.
No, you do it.
You do it. Why not? Yeah.
Well, I mean, Kamiko, you did say you were making sandwiches.
Accurate.
I was. Damn it! All right.
Yes, do it.
When I said me, I was volunteering someone else. I got you. Where is it?
Is that how that works?
I was gonna help watch, but what did you say? Creativity?
Yes, sir.
All right. Oof, I'm not too good at creativity.
Look at that.
It's working.
Easy.
I was
That's a
scared for
full
a minute.
hit.
Get them out of the way now. Yes.
Right?
But
when I don't
we're
need
not
it.
in danger.
I rolled the full hit for a damn sandwich, but not no damn tiger.
With that,
But, though I'm making some
you
Scooby-Doo sandwiches.
you make some fucking Scooby-Doo sandwich that is elaborate, and it looks scrumdiddlyumptious.
Oh god, I'm making. When you all get a sandwich, wrap it up, put it in your pack.
Sandwiches will last us like 4 days.
Right? Hold on. You're dealing with Kamiko. She's inhaled an entire day's worth of groceries.
That's
Keep that in mind.
So my sandwich will last me 4 days, but Kamiko's sandwich will last her an hour.
So, I feel like by extension, your sandwich won't last 4 days.
Oh, accurate. Yeah, she's definitely gonna steal my sandwich at some point.
I'm gonna probably eat the sandwich before we even leave the door. The house.
Right? Imagine getting down the stairs. Well, my sandwich going.
It's just like, wow, why does my bag feel so light all of a sudden?
God. What's that? Everybody watch Park and Recreations?
Mm-hmm.
Man, you know how Ron was with the bacon when they went out? Like, oh, you mean the bacon that was packed? I ate it out your bag. I smelt it.
Man.
God.
But with that,
we'll bring one for Zonico too, just in case.
It would take you about 7-10 minutes to make all the sandwiches as you needed. Then you pack the condiments so that you can perform your ritual before entering the spirit world. And then you would be about 10 minutes behind Zanaku, give or take.
Right.
Moving to Zanaku. Zanaku, you, as I had mentioned, would be standing at the opening of the Spirit Wilds, which is a section of the Republic City which houses the Spirit Portal. As mentioned, it looked as if somebody was harvesting vines. As you were approaching this opening with Leary, you would have heard the rush of wind as a tanned figure falls from the sky, her glider in hand. Leary, what are you doing? Oh, well, you know, going to find the people who went missing. I advise you not to do that, not without me. You're seeing this interaction between the two of them. How would you proceed?
I think it was just like watching and listening carefully. I think that's a lot. That's why I said last time, like right before we went on to right before we ended.
Alrighty. It's at this moment that the other members of your party would be within, we'll say, 10 to 15 feet. How are you all approaching?
We're walking through the city, right? I'm pretty sure. So hopefully there'll be a little crowd there to like blend in with.
So I would like you all to give me a focus check.
Whoop, whoop. See how focused we are.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
Nice. At least one of us is focused.
Oh no.
Focus. Oh, I'm actually pretty good at focus, hopefully.
So, Toma, if you were given a mask, would you have been wearing it?
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, if
Okay.
everyone else is wearing theirs.
So, despite wearing a mask, you are able to blend in adequately with the crowd. For the record, it is not festival time.
Oh.
A surefire way to stand out in a city is to wear a mask. Kamiko, you notice that you are getting looks as you are in a suspicious nature. And then you notice that their eyes start with you and then flicker. When you follow their gaze, you find Aku. I'm assuming you're not even attempting to blend in. You are just making your way towards the spirit portal at this point with your 4.
Correct. Probably thinking about what kind of symbols I'm going to draw on the back of my head.
I like it. You follow their gaze and you just see Aku loud and proud with his large stature and his mask, not even attempting to blend in. So you are less ostentatious than he is, but you are still noticed. Hearing murmurs, you're going to note Zanaku. You're going to see Cora's eyes shift as these two make their way up the street. And I say two because one of the three of you has successfully hidden. You bring company along with you. Not knowing who's behind the masks, Leary is going to be immediately taking a defensive position. Zanaku, I do not believe you have seen these masks yet, so you yourself have no idea who's behind them.
Okay. Naku is gonna take a defensive stand and like, who the hell are y'all?
So,
Gotcha.
Kamiko and Aku, you are going to see 2 out of the 3 in front of you taking a defensive position. one of which would be Zanaku. How would you respond?
I'm like, calm down, calm down. I'm gonna take off my mask. It's just us.
You're going to hear Leary groan. Only upon seeing your face.
I expected that. I expected that. I already saw that one coming. I'm like, come on. I was about to call you Aku. Come on, Zanako. Look what happened last time you was on your own. We can't let you do it. And remember, we're a team, right? Cabbage, Slugs for life. Oh yeah, and I brought Aku with me. I'm gonna look around. I thought Tomo was here. Did you see where is Tomo? What the hell? She's somewhere around here. Oh gosh.
So
I'm gonna
Tomo.
walk up.
Okay,
with-
there
with
you guys
my
would ask.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna stay back there.
You're going to get your little chuckle in and then reveal yourself. So with that, Zanaku, you would see all of your compatriots right there in front of you. And they are who?
Oh, you guys remind me of my soldiers.
I'm sorry. Did you say somebody said something? Or was that?
Yes, Zanaku said that you remind him of his soldiers.
Okay, no, I thought you said something as one of the other characters. You said, and who are they?
Oh, I had said it as Avatar Korra asking who you were. Because you are now
You're
face
gonna
to
hear
face with
Comico
Avatar Korra.
Yeah, and now you hear Comico groan.
Oh my god.
Not like a loud one, just like a.
It is gonna. Are you being subtle about it?
Not like subtle, but not like But I'm gonna be like
It is gonna be noticed by Avatar Korra, but not addressed.
Jesus. But yep. Don't worry, I'll stay in the back.
Well, if we're going, let's go. So, are you sure you want to go? All of you? And she's going to be looking at Leary as she speaks. You can't stop me. I'm going. And then Korra will look at the rest of you.
We're not
Hey.
gonna leave Zanaku behind. He's going, we're going.
I already came all this way. Might as well. In it to win it.
I'm not gonna leave Leary. She went out her way to train me when she can.
Oh? She took on a student, huh?
Somewhat.
Well, I guess I'll have to see what you've done. As her teacher, I have to gauge how well of a teacher she is. And with that, Korra is going to start making her way towards the spirit portal. Leary will follow immediately behind. The ball's in your
Got
court.
Yep. So I'm gonna follow, yeah, but I'll be in the back towards the end. I'll be the last one. I'm like, oh yeah, before we go, Zanako, here, before I eat this, there's gonna be a bite out of it, out of his sandwich.
I love it.
You could hold it
All right.
because I have a feeling.
she's good at guessing.
I have a feeling that you'll probably eat it either way, and I will either way. You'll ask to eat it either way.
As I'm taking a bite, huh? All right, come on, we got some spirits to see, and baby arms to get. Dang, that's a great sandwich. You sure you don't want to bite? At least it's pretty good.
Nah, I'm good. You look like you needed it.
All right.
Oh, he said you look thin.
Surprisingly, we don't know how.
It's all that late night walking you do. But with that, as you follow after, you would see that she strolls right through the portal. A slight glow. Let me backtrack a little bit. Before she goes in, she stops and turns around. Oh, by the way, try not to bend while you're in the spirit world. They don't like it very much.
Understand? I'm gonna look at Kamiko, Aku, and Toma. Do you guys understand?
Yeah.
Understand this. They are stronger while in the spirit world.
Kind of figured
And
something like that.
as she steps backwards towards the spirit portal, you would see the emanating glow of Rava illuminate and a slight blue hue coming across her form before she steps through the portal. Leary would follow immediately after.
So cool.
And Aku goes with her.
Do we just step through? We don't have to do anything?
I'm going to put a quick little symbol on the back of my head here with some mustard. You might want to try that. Now, we ain't been done do this before, but all right, here we go. I'm stepping through now.
Okay. About how long after Zanaku stepped through did you wait?
15 seconds.
I'm stepping in after Aku. Enough to like take a deep breath and go.
I'll be there. I'll go in maybe like a couple seconds after. All right, here we go again.
Oh, God.
Cool.
While our players take a brief break, check out playersoftherealms.com, and if you need dice and other things like that, check out dicelegion.com and use product code POTR to get 10% off of your purchase while simultaneously supporting us here at Players of the Realms. Also, be sure to check us out on YouTube and Spotify. If you would like to support us, check us out on Patreon as well. All the links are able to be found on playersoftherealms.com. While you're there, check out our wonderful merchandise. We are in the process of adding more, so keep an eye out. Patreon subscribers receive a discount on all purchase, so while on the store it's more incentive to help support our wonderful cast. While our players take a brief break, check out playersoftherealms.com, and if you need dice and other things like that, check out dicelegion.com and use product code POTR to get 10% off of your purchase while simultaneously supporting us here at Players of the Realms. Also, be sure to check us out on YouTube and Spotify. If you would like to support us, check us out on Patreon as well. All the links are able to be found on playersoftherealms.com. While you're there, check out our wonderful merchandise. We are in the process of adding more, so keep an eye out. Patreon subscribers receive a discount on all purchase, so while on the store it's more incentive to help support our wonderful cast. While our players take a brief break, check out playersoftherealms.com, and if you need dice and other things like that, check out dicelegion.com and use product code POTR to get 10% off of your purchase while simultaneously supporting us here at Players of the Realms. Also, be sure to check us out on YouTube and Spotify. If you would like to support us, check us out on Patreon as well. All the links are able to be found on playersoftherealms.com. While you're there, check out our wonderful merchandise. We are in the process of adding more, so keep an eye out. Patreon subscribers receive a discount on all purchase, so while on the store it's more incentive to help support our wonderful cast. While our players take a brief break, check out playersoftherealms.com, and if you need dice and other things like that, check out dicelegion.com and use product code POTR to get 10% off of your purchase while simultaneously supporting us here at Players of the Realms. Also, be sure to check us out on YouTube and Spotify. If you would like to support us, check us out on Patreon as well. All the links are able to be found on playersoftherealms.com. While you're there, check out our wonderful merchandise. We are in the process of adding more, so keep an eye out. Patreon subscribers receive a discount on all purchase, so while on the store it's more incentive to help support our wonderful cast.
Whoa,
Um,
what is going on?
do you see anybody?
Looking around, and then you said we're in open fields, right? Okay, like a plateau, a fieldy area. All right. How high is the grass? So, huh, completely empty. I'm gonna look on the floor to see if I find any like footsteps, but I'm obviously gonna assume no because they haven't been here.
You would
Huh.
not be able to make out any of the footsteps or any footprints.
Yeah, we'd be the first person slow that I know of here, technically.
Go ahead and give me a harmony check. Both of you.
Harmony.
Oh, that's a miss.
That's okay. Missing is not necessarily bad. Fail forward.
Yeah.
Yes.
You said harmony.
Harmony.
Here we go. I'm 50-50 in that.
Okay. With that, Kamiko, you would notice that there are small spirits that surround you. Everything seems at peace. No fear, no sense of chaos or craze, just calmness.
And the spirits, they look all calm, like they're just minding their business or curious about us and stuff like that.
Curious about you, but not enough to investigate further. Like, you would notice that they are watching you, but it's nothing malicious. It's more on the lines of, oh, you're new here, what are you going to do type of situation.
Okay, they're like cautious.
More interested, I would say, because they may not necessarily have seen a human within this realm before.
Okay. Right. Shoot, we gotta find where these guys went. I hate this place.
Did we get a map? Was that a thing? Do they have a map?
Nope. I think Cora and Larry were our map.
Do we know where they're going? We didn't get any of that information.
Nope. Is the hole still behind us? Or did it close?
It more on the lines of shifted from where you are.
Oh, great.
Can't go back either.
Start walking?
Only one way to go. Keep an eye out for any for these spirits just in case they get a little rowdy.
Yeah.
Would you be approaching the lake?
Yeah. Head towards the lake.
Yeah.
That was like
Now,
the only landmark that we could see, I think, anyways, right?
as you gaze down at the lake and see your reflection, I have a very interesting question to ask you. What does this lake reveal about you, about your character's true essence? Meaning, this lake is a place of honesty and self-awareness. It has the bad habit of revealing hidden aspects of one's spirit. So I would say, what is your character's biggest flaw, or something that your character would look most intrinsically into?
I'm sorry, you broke up a little bit. What happened? That last part?
What's your character's biggest flaw, or what would they be most inclined to self-reflect on?
Definitely the past situation for Kamiko with the gang she ran with
So
and how she used to do not heinous things, but not good.
would that be an aura of guilt, remorse? What would that reveal about your spirit?
Yeah, more like a little bit of guilt.
Okay.
Yeah, some guilt.
So we're going to say that you would be seeing this almost puce color surrounding your reflection, emanating your feelings of guilt. Toma, how about you?
I think Toma's reflecting on like their need to feel accepted by those around them. And I think a lot of that stems from the fear of them like being able to be truly themselves. Yeah.
You would be seeing almost a orange aura around you, reflecting that fear. And the lake itself does force you to reflect inwardly. So you would both be in this state of kind of meditation for about 5 minutes before you can proceed forward. After that 5 minutes, you would be able to begin to make your way in the direction of your choice. Before we jump over to the next groupings, towards the end of this period, you would begin to see a glowing light emanate from the ground. You see the trail moving forward, and as your eyes follow the glowing trail, you would see that it connects to the trees, and it's almost creating a trail of light guiding you to follow. With that, we're going to jump over to Aku. Aku, you are in this starlit sanctuary. You are in an open field under an eternal night sky filled with countless stars and constellations that shine brightly above your head. The sanctuary itself is a place of peace and inspiration. This is where spirits tend to gather to share stories and tell tales. Go ahead and give me a focus or a harmony check.
Let's do this the hard way.
Because of this duality that you expressed earlier of the city being a place of not only spiritual presence, but also the growth and technological aspect, it's almost like as if in this moment, those two thoughts are battling inside you. You're able to see that the spirits are there, but they're keeping a distance as if sensing a bit of a inner discourse of sense. Is there anything you would like to do? Mind you, the only sources of light is coming from the stars.
Daggum. I told them they should have put some mustard on their head. No telling where they ended up.
You
Well, I heard
feel
one time that if he was lost, it's probably better off to sit in one place and let everybody find you. So I reckon I'll just pull up a patch of grass here and have a seat for a minute.
as you sit down and you're getting into the sense of the environment around you, you feel something on the back of your head. That's where you put the condiment, right?
Correct.
You feel something at the back of your head. How do you react?
Try to just relax and feel it like something mystical is happening, and I try to very hard not to interrupt it. Here it comes. I can feel the tingling.
This small spirit is actually eating the mayonnaise or mustard off the back of your head. But it does come to rest on your shoulder. And it settles down, and you would see that it begins to fall asleep on top of your shoulder.
Again, that was easy. Okay, now I just have to not move for the next 3 to 5 years till it wakes up. Okay, I can do this.
You don't know how long you've been sitting there. Time seems to be an illusion in this sense. And as you are sitting there, you eventually hear the sound of footsteps approaching. The sound specifically may be familiar because it's the sound of the wooden style sandal on a hard ground-ish type of sound. What would you like to do?
Freeze. Do nothing. Become air.
But you're an earthbender. Oh no, how does that work? Sensing your calm. Before I go on, go ahead and once more give me a harmony check. I'm going to say you can. Let me take a quick look at your playbook. Yeah, go ahead and give me a harmony check.
Nice.
All right. Very nice. You're going to see a man sit down next to you. The clothing he is wearing seems antiquated and out of date, looking as if it was garbs from the Fire Nation from the turn of the century. He is going to sit down next to you and offer you a cup of tea. He isn't going to say anything. He is just going to gauge your reaction and is looking up at the stars.
Slowly and carefully, as to not disturb this cute little spirit, I will attempt to accept it without saying anything. I don't even want to breathe right now.
You're going to hear in a, almost again, a dialect of a different age. You don't have to worry about disturbing that one. It's a heavy sleeper and very good balance. And instead, he's going to move the tea up to you, just so that you don't have to move further.
Thank you.
Well, it's clear that you at least seem to be a decent person. If you weren't, that small little dragonfly spirit would never have been as comfortable as it is around you.
Okay.
He's going to sip at his tea and look towards you in your direction. Is there anything you'd like to do?
You think it's okay to talk here?
Well, I don't see why it's not a problem to talk here. Is there anything that would stop you? He has a very quizzical expression on his face. He does have... let me just double check something real quick. He is rocking a beard separated with mutton chops. No mustache.
Just feel like I'm disturbing the peace.
Why would you feel that? And he's going to motion around. Nothing seems disturbed by your presence. In fact, they seem more curious than anything. Many of them have never have never been able to make it through the spirit portal. You might be the first human they've seen. Besides me, of course.
Don't have a good answer for that. Just that it seems like everywhere I've been my entire life, I didn't belong there. And I was hoping that by coming here, I would feel a sense of connection or belonging. I don't feel that. I feel insignificant, or almost like a blight or an eyesore. It's hard to explain.
Well, just because something is vast and makes you feel insignificant doesn't mean you're not any less impacting than you might be. Though it's something simple, a dragonfly spirit, it's been comfortable enough to approach you. Comfortable enough to rest with you. If you do think that that would be treated as a blight or an eyesore, maybe it's your perspective that needs to change. Of course, these are just friendly words from an old wanderer.
Well, if it's just the same, I think I'm just going to just try to relax here, let things happen, and try not to screw it up.
Well, don't think you're going to screw it up. It might lead to a self-fulfilling prophecy. But do enjoy your time here. Maybe we'll meet up again. Enjoy the tea. And you're going to notice, without even a second word, he is going to leave the teapot and the tea there and start leaving you be to yourself. With that, we're going to jump over to Zanaku. Zanaku, you appear within the ethereal falls, a majestic waterfall that falls with ethereal glowing water that cascades into a serene pool. And this pool reflects the inner spirits of those who gaze upon it. You arrive. You see Cora. You see Leary. You don't see anybody else.
Okay. Don't see anybody else. So, separated off rip. So, instantly assume just like let me stretch real quick. Instantly assume that since since Zanaku came in with the other two, with Cora and Leary, and not the others, he's assuming that they must have either the portal just did something strange and just teleported them to different parts of the spirit world or spirit wilds.
Is there something bothering you? Are your friends were coming in after us, yes?
Yeah, but I'm assuming that they just when we stepped through the portal, it must have sent us to different locations.
I wouldn't be
And
surprised by that. Especially if one is not spiritually trained. It's very hard to navigate through this area.
please explain that. When you say spirit hard hard to navigate the area if they're not spiritually trained, is it more as like they're feeling the spirit energy to be going a certain way, or is it just like this, like the spirits will be more inclined to help?
Just as many view spirits within our world as destructive forces, that is how spirits look at humanity.
Hmm.
For instance, there was a spirit a friend of mine, Janur, spoke about his name was Washington. This individual had been used by every nation to gather information to destroy their opponents in war or of other matters. And this is the perspective that many have. And for those who are not very spiritually tuned, spirits will try to lead them astray.
Hmm. I understand.
Our first bet would be to find your friends.
Do you? I agree with you. Do you have any idea where you think they would be first, or is it we're just gonna be searching?
She's going to eye you up and down. Your student isn't very well trained in spiritual arts, now is he? Well, what can I say? I only had one lesson teaching him that. It's not my fault he's stubborn. Well, you are the teacher. And you're going to hear them talking about you left and right, as if you're not there.
So this is what it feels like when I had to talk to my soldiers, and it went through.
But anyway, one of the things that you must understand is that everything is connected, even here. And you're going to notice that she walks over to a nearby tree that is emanating with spiritual energy. Go ahead and give me a harmony check.
Harmony, harmony, harmony. The dreaded harmony.
All right.
Cool. 9.
You see as she presses her hand against one of the roots of the trees. Once more, the form of Rava is illuminated from within her. And with that, you see a golden trail of light begin to spread out, flowing throughout the land. With a deep breath, she will remove her hand from the root and stand back up. Okay, well, if we follow this, we should find at least one of your friends.
Okay.
It would take time. Within the spirit world, we're talking about a day and a half. So you would have to rest overnight until you would be finally able to regroup with Toma and Kamiko. With that as well, Toma and Kamiko, jumping back to you, would you be following the light that is illuminating, or would you just sit there and wait?
I feel like following the light would be the best option. Kamiko, what do you think? Oh, Kamiko's out.
Oh no!
I say we follow the light.
Let's find out. What do you think, Kamiko?
Sorry about technical difficulties. I've been like well, sitting around here probably won't do no good. Worst case scenario, you can always come back this way and wait here. But let's check that out, see what's going on.
Yeah.
Just be careful.
So you would only be traveling about half a day, showing again this distortion between the physical plane and the ethereal plane. But you would eventually run into each other.
Nice.
And as you do, the light would dissipate in hundreds of thousands of lightning bugs that begin to dissipate and spread out.
That's so cool.
Huh.
How
You're
did
safe.
it know?
We're still one shy. Was he not with you?
Aku? No.
Did you not go
He's
in
not
at the
with you
same
guys?
time?
I
Oh.
took a deep breath and walked through after him.
Okay, then. You are going to notice that she's going to go, and once more, you're going to see her looking around. There's not too many trees currently where you are, so it is hard to find a route to tap into initially. But with that, you would be able to kind of regroup with each other.
Sweet.
After several moments, you would be seeing once more the light of Rava glow before a light begins to trail heading towards, or theoretically guiding you towards Aku. With that, Aku, in your current state of mind, would the light find you? And I'm going to leave it at this point where you can say that you are in a state, if you choose, of reflection, that it is not able to find you, or if you would like to regroup with the party immediately, you can. At this point, this is going to be part of your spiritual journey. So what would you like to do?
I feel like for the sake of your sanity, I should probably just rejoin the group.
That wasn't the question. I'm not worried about my sanity. I offered, I know the risk.
Never split the party. That's how everything always ends.
Hold
horribly.
on. That is only partially true. But I do leave that up to you. If you do want to regroup with the party, don't let my sanity sway your decision.
This
Yeah,
is
they can.
journey. You can always regroup with us later.
Yep, nope. We can just meet up. They can find me.
Alrighty? You would see a light glowing, stopping exactly at where you're sitting. And with that, the others would have to travel about half a day to reach it, unless you follow that light back.
Mm, nah, I'd probably get lost or something. We just better to sit still, be still, remain calm, don't panic.
So
Eat
as
some
you
sandwiches with extra mustard.
as you all regroup, you would see that the lights of the routes of the trail that you followed dissipates, flying off into the stars, adding several new constellations to the eternal darkness that is around. You are all now regrouped, and it's at this moment that we're going to pause for the night. Because you have only just started your arc of the Spirit Wilds.
The beginning of the end.
I mean,
We're all gonna
may-
die.
maybe. With that, I know we normally do our leveling up process, but we are unfortunately we're not going to be able to do that tonight. We will take care of that offline, if not at the start of the next session. Till then, have a wonderful weekend. We will, Players of the Realms will not be live tomorrow, so you'll be able to catch us for the launch of Season 2 of the Dapper Dans in next week. Till then, catch you all later. Be safe and have a wonderful weekend. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Deuces.
Everybody.
Later.